Hi friends, welcome to our channel. We had recently been on a short trip to Goa and stayed at the Fortune Resort in Benaulim. It took us approximately 12 hours to reach Benaulim. Benaulim or Benaulim is a very serene village in South Goa and it marks the origin point of Goa. If you travel to Goa by air, it is around 25 to 30 kilometers from Dabolim airport, and if you are traveling by road, it takes around 40 minutes to reach Benaulim from Panji. The best time to visit this place is between October to April. Since the weather is very pleasant, it is good for the beaches, water sports, and outdoor activities. We reached the resort late afternoon, well beyond the check-in time of 2 p.m. Hi friends, welcome to our channel. Today we have come to the Fortune Resort, which is located against a serene and picturesque backdrop of Benaulim, South Goa. Let's have a look. As we entered the hotel, it gave a vibe of relaxation as there was comfortable seating on the lobby. They also provide a free shuttle service to the beach, which is about a 5-minute ride from the resort. Our check-in process was pretty smooth, taking into consideration that we already had a reservation at the hotel. We sighted a small cabinet in a corner, which had Goan sweets and feni that were available for purchase. The main hotel had 3 floors and there was also another wing to accommodate additional guests. We had chosen a garden-facing deluxe room which was for Rs 5,400 per day inclusive of breakfast. Our room was on the 2nd floor of the main building. As we entered the room, the cupboard was on the right and the washroom area was on the left side. The room was compact yet cozy and elegantly designed. The bed occupied most of the room. On the right was a hot kettle. In the section below was a fridge which was stocked with cold drinks available at an extra cost. There was a work table in the corner which had some snacks and munchies. Then we went to the best part of the room, which was an attached private balcony. The balcony had a cozy seating place where we could unwind, have a cup of tea and enjoy the fresh air and greenery around. By this time we were pretty hungry and decided to head for dinner. Zodiac is their all-day dining restaurant, which also has an in-house bar called as Decon's Bar. There was ample seating space available at the restaurant. There was a see-through kitchen where the chef was preparing hot hara bhara kebab and fresh rotis were being prepared in the tandoor. We opted for buffet dinner. We started with tomato dhania ka shorba, which was pretty refreshing. They had different types of raw and tossed salads. There were 4 types of vegetables, 1 paneer, 1 potato, one lesuni palak, and the Goan speciality veg shakuti. 2 raitas, the best dish in the buffet were the hakka noodles with gravy in hot garlic sauce. There was pulao and steamed rice, which could be had with the fortune special dal. There was also pasta in white sauce. In the dessert were assorted pastries. Then there was serradura, which is a Portuguese Goan dessert prepared using crushed biscuits and layered with light whipped cream. It was simply delicious. There was also gulab jam in dessert. The next morning, we decided to explore the resort further. On the back side of the resort was a small walkway which led to a few rooms, a spa, and a fitness center. The Boa Saudi Spa offered various Ayurvedic wellness treatment options. The gym had access from the spa. The gym had different types of fitness, cardio, strength training, and functional equipments. On the other side of the lobby was a small path which led to the swimming pool, cafe, and the recreation center. Most of the rooms in the main building had a balcony with a direct view of the pool area. The rooms on the ground floor had a small sit-out area with direct access to the garden. As we walked further, there was a kids' play area. Next to it was a conference hall sufficient to accommodate around 50 people. On the other side of the play area was a recreation room where guests could enjoy a game of carom or pool. Even though we visited this resort in the month of August, it was not raining and the weather was pretty pleasant, so people could have a nice time in the pool or just strolling across the resort. On one side of the swimming pool were the beach beds where people could sit and relax. Very close to the entrance of the resort was a small fish pond, and we could even hear birds chirping in the background. Next to this was a EV charging point for guests who use electric vehicles. There are also a few villas on the property. As we walk further, there was an open space which was designed like an amphitheater. This could be an ideal venue for small parties or social gatherings. The thing that we liked the most about the resort was the green cover, and it was lined with trees which are typical to the Konkan coast. It was also a pet-friendly resort with a small designated lawn for walking your pets. The breakfast is served at Zodiac, which is a multi-cuisine restaurant. This is the same restaurant where they serve dinner as well. The breakfast spread was pretty lavish. There were different types of cereals, cookies, tea, and different types of coffee like filter coffee, brew coffee, and machine coffee. There was a live dosa counter where the chef was preparing hot dosas. Guests could also order eggs based on their preferences. There were different types of breads, muffins, donuts. The focaccia bread was very tasty, and so were the muffins. There were two types of tea cakes, chocolate donuts, and croissants. The fruit carvings were attractive and were artistically done. And then there was the famous Goa bread, the Goa poi. There were freshly cut fruits, fruit juices, sandwiches, yogurts, and the best part was they had ajwain water, jeera water, and soaked almonds that most people have before breakfast in their homes. In the Indian breakfast options, there were two types of idlis served with hot sambar and three types of chutneys. The plain coconut chutney was absolutely delicious because of the fresh coconuts available in this region. There was also chila, poha and medu vada, mushroom tonak, chole served with bhature, paratha which was served with pickle and curd, sabudana kheer, grilled tomato and baked beans, parsley potatoes. The pancakes were eggless but were still very fluffy and perfectly made. They were served with maple syrup and fruit compote. In the non-vegetarian breakfast options, there was basil chicken, boiled eggs and French toast. Overall, the resort had a perfect vacation vibe. The staff was courteous, food was delicious, and we enjoyed our time over here. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video of ours, please press the like button, share with your friends and family, and subscribe to our channel.